We know you have many podcasting options, so thank you for listening to today's show. Was I supposed to say something else? I'm sorry, there should be a script in front of me. I don't see a script. Mr. Smooth goes with the script. I ain't gonna do this otherwise. Ha ha.
Live from a city in Southern California. This is the Informal Program. Here's your host, Daniel West.
I'm going to start by asking a serious question here. Could that have gone any worse? Honestly. What are we doing? Dave, I'm not even going to...
Why are you looking at me? Why are you always looking at me?
Because you produced the show. Thus, this stuff falls on your responsibility.
Okay. Well, I don't mean to be, a non-Harry S. Truman and pass the buck, but this ain't my buck.
Okay. Okay, all right. Secondly, John Beanie... Just because we are going to run this recorded studio audience bit into the ground. Yes, now they're cheering. Okay, someone, you need to watch yourself, John, because we are not going to have every time I make a half joke they start laughing. No. All right. Welcome back to the Informal Program. It has been a hot minute since we recorded a show. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It is good to be back, and it is time to unveil a brand new segment we like to call Three Interesting Things.
And now, our new segment called Three Interesting Things.
All right, the parrot there with the saying what I just said. Interesting thing number one is the following. This is where the news snail would come in if the news snail were awake. Okay, there he is. Okay. Interesting thing number one, Little Caesars, ladies and gentlemen, is running a bit of what we call a hustle. This is a true story. If you go to Little Caesars or you call in, maybe if you know what? I have not done this going into the store. Maybe if you go into the store, look them in the eyes, they falter. But over the phone, this is what happens. If you order a $5 pizza, but you don't want, all the fixings of a $5 pizza. Maybe you say you want a little less cheese. Maybe you want a little less sauce. I don't know what else. I mean, it's a pizza. I don't know what more they could do. But those two things. So in this case, you say, I'd like a little less cheese on your $5 pizza. This has happened several times. They say, that'll be $6. And I'm like, I beg your pardon? I said it was, I said it was a $5 pizza. And they say, no, it's $6. And I say, no, I want the $5 one with light cheese. They're like, no, I heard you. It's $6.
What?
Okay, so here's what it is. If you call in or just order the pizza, I don't know if calling in matters or not, but if you order the pizza and you say, I would like less cheese or less sauce on the pizza, because they have to go in this system and input that you would like something, they treat that as a customization, and thus you have to pay an extra $1.
What a shame. Totally uncalled for. Totally. We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
So be very careful what you do at Little Caesars. Number two, this story is wild. I don't think we're going to even get to number 3 because this story is just so crazy. Jake Garcia is a college football player. He plays he did play in California, but I don't know if you've been outside, but there's a pandemic going on. Stuff has been shut down, and one of the things that's been shut down is high school football. So Jake Garcia said, all right, I'm going to be a senior. I don't necessarily want to just not play football for a year, so I'll go to Georgia. But according to Georgia law, this is unbelievable. According to Georgia law, you can't just go from one school to the other. You have to move there with a parent. So this is true. This is from SaturdayDownSouth.com. You can find this story yourself. To comply with the rules, Jake Garcia's parents legally separated so that one could travel with him to Georgia.
What?
This is segment number one entry number one, in a segment we call College Football Has Gone Too Far. Okay, oh no, that was not fun. That was not supposed to be a joke. Stop it. Stop it right now. His parents legally separated so that he could play college football in Georgia.
Correction, high school football. He'll play college football next season.
And we have an update to the story, courtesy of the News Snail, which is sources. Did you write this? This is very professional. You did. Why does it say ESPN on the header then? Wait a minute. That's plagiarism. That's plagiarism. You can't do that, News Snail. You can't say this is... You dictated from ESPN. No, that's still... No, even if you wrote it, no, that's not how it works. If you write down what ESPN wrote, that still doesn't make it yours. I'm not arguing ethics with Get Out. Okay. The Georgia High School State Association has ruled that he is ineligible after he and his father moved from California. So they did this for nothing. I know. That is terrible. Somebody get this guy some football. We'll be right back.
This is the Informal Program. And now, back to the Informal Program.
Thank you very much, show announcing robot. That, of course, the music of the band Dead Porcupines. We appreciate them lending their talents to the Informal Program. It is time for a new segment on the show. It is time for a segment we like to call I Didn't Know That, and then we say something that we didn't know. During the break, John Beanie has decided you want to start the Jake Garcia fan club, is that correct?
Yeah, I feel sorry for this guy. He's supposed to come to USC, and my main influence is I'm concerned that he gets in that southern atmosphere and they lure him away.
That wasn't even a joke. What are you talking about? What he'll spend time in Georgia and he'll be like, wow, the football's better here, and he never comes back?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Why would he do that? It's like a vacation for him because he's going to go play. Don't get me started on what. Anyway.
No, I want you to get started.
No, I don't want to get started about. Anyway, I just think we are seeing the sovereignty of states. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to not go down that path any further, but I'm just going to say we have seen the sovereignty of states has come back in a way it really hasn't before, because Texas has full stadiums, and in California you can't go to Disneyland. I don't know what we're doing. Anyway.
Yeah, you're going to get us in trouble.
Yeah, that's why I'm stopping. I didn't know that blank. That's not what I meant. It's not like I was cussing. That's not what I meant. I didn't know that. Please stop. That was not even funny. I didn't know that, and then you finish it out, and then you can vote online. Informalprogram@gmail.com. You can send it in there. Instagram @DanWestRadio. That's the main way to vote on the polls. Or you can go to our all-new website, informalprogram.com. Yeah, we have a website now. Dave decided to do something. Very good. Let's give a hand for Dave, yeah. So those are the ways you can vote, and we will see who wins. And I guess we're going to have some kind of I didn't know playoff at the end of the year or something. So that's what we're going to do. So I will go first here. And I did not know until recently that the actor who plays Gimli the Dwarf, if you're familiar with Lord of the Rings, Gimli, the shortest one of the Fellowship, the actor who plays him, 6'1".
What?
Yeah. Gimli the Dwarf in real life is 6'1".
What?
What makes that crazier is if you think about the way they shot the movies, it wasn't like they green screened him. Everyone was their normal height, and they just did camera effects to make everyone look like they were supposed to be whatever height they were. So when they're on set, this is insane to think about. When they're on set and you see Orlando Bloom playing Legolas and they're shooting and Gimli's running in between people, that's a dude who's 6'1".
What? Talk about shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking. I was thoroughly surprised to find that out. What is his name? John Rhys Davis?
Why are you looking at me?
Why you're the producer. What are you doing back there? Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, it's John Rhys Davis.
John Rhys Davis, 6'1". That's my contribution. Thank you. All right, John, what do you have?
Okay, so mine comes from the world of fast food. If you're familiar,
Did you drop something?
yeah, don't pay attention. If you're familiar with, I'm sorry, I lost steam. Come back to me.
Dave.
Yeah, so, are you familiar with an earworm?
When you start talking.
This is going to play out really fast, John. whatever you're doing with the recorded studio audience.
I'm not doing anything with them. They control themselves. Isn't that right?
Having them cheer does not prove your point. Get on with it.
Okay, so is it my turn or his turn?
Someone back there speak.
Okay, an earworm. An earworm is when a song gets stuck in your head and it's just on loop, on endless repeat. You've had this happen.
Yeah, it happened to me right now when you're talking.
John, let him speak.
So the way to cure earworms, this is courtesy of the internet. The way you get rid of an earworm is you remember the end of the song.
What?
If you remember the end of the song, the earworm stops.
Wow, I'm going to have to try that out now. So you're telling me the earworm will end if you remember the end of the song?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're saying, great job, Soundbite. Yeah, so for instance, if you're remembering like a Celebration by Kool and the Gang, and it's just stuck in your head, if you remember when it fades out at the end, you'll get rid of the earworm.
All right, listening audience, Informal Program listeners, try it. Tell us how it works at informalprogram@gmail.com or informalprogram.com. You can go to our Contact Us page. Let us know if that worked or if Dave is blowing smoke. I have no reason to not believe it. Okay, so that's yours. So we have Gimli the Dwarf is 6-1. You get rid of earworms, songs getting stuck in your head, by remembering the end of the song. John Beanie, what do you have?
Okay, so for those of you that know, I'm a big food fan.
Well, we can just see it.
I mean, come on, Dave.
That was a joke. I kid. Go on.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of food, and I go to Chipotle a lot. And so here's what you do. This is a hack. Instead of paying $8 for a taco, 2 tacos, you can pay $5 and pretty much get everything the same. Here's how.
What?
So what you do is you get a kid's meal. It's called a build your own. They give you 2 soft taco shells or 2 crunchy taco shells. They give you a portion of meat. They give you rice. They give you beans. All of the portions are roughly what you would get, if not more, than when you get a taco. The only,
What?
Yeah, I know, it's shocking. The only thing, yeah, it is shocking. The only thing that's different is you don't get as many chips, but you also get a drink. So think about it. For $5, under $6, you can get the same amount of food that you get for paying $8.
All right, we're going to have to try that out before Chipotle catches on and they send you out. Okay, so thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. So there we have it. Those are our nominees this week. Gimli the Dwarf, 6-1. Earworms, you can get rid of songs stuck in your head by remembering the ending, and you can pay $5 to get a meal at Chipotle by ordering the kids' meal instead. The news snail has one. This should be interesting. Wow. All right. I wasn't going to go to him, but this is surprising. This comes from a listener audience, Ben. Ben writes in and says, tag means touch and go.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
We have broken a lot of news on this show. That might be the most surprising thing I've heard. Did you know that?
Talk about
Tag me. Wait, the more you think about it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. What? Oh my. What?
See if you can contact them. We need to have them on. I know you don't produce very much, but this is a chance to get on it, Dave. See if you can contact them. We need to break this down.
The Informal Program will return in just a moment. And now, as promised, the return of the Informal Program.
Thank you very much, show announcing robots. We were planning on doing a segment. Wow, there go. Yeah, that's a penalty on my part. Yeah, give me everything. Give me everything on that. Okay.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Penalty. I'll see what my punishment is next week. That voice you heard is someone very important. Dave has done his best producing work in a long time. He has tracked down the man who discovered the meaning of the word tag. He's about to educate us all on that. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Benjamin Kriz.
Benjamin Kriz, what do you do?
Former military. I used to work in the Air Force, and now I work for Boeing as a product technician.
Ooh, what does a product technician with Boeing do exactly? Or can
They're
you
a technician that works on products.
Oh, there you go. That
exactly.
Seems, there we go. That seems self-explanatory. What's your favorite thing
Absolutely.
about that?
Talk about shocking.
What's your favorite thing about that?
So my favorite thing about working for Boeing is definitely the people. I really enjoy working with them, and it makes the job so much more enjoyable. And my favorite thing about working in the Air Force was getting to work on fighter jets. That was my 9 to 5 for 4 years.
That's a pretty nice 9 to 5 job. So you get up and you just like, did you sleep in a jet? Did you sleep around jets? Like, how far did you have to go before you contacted a jet in your day-to-day activities?
So thankfully, the commute was only 5 minutes.
Okay.
But then when I moved off base, it turned it into only half an hour. But it was totally worth it.
Yeah, okay, that works. All right.
I don't think they also
yeah.
like it if you sleep in the jet or around the jet. That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, for some reason, I was just imagining, like a giant hangar filled with jets, and there's just people like off in the corner. They just get up in the morning, like, all right, time to work on the jet. I don't know why.
We all have matching pajamas. We have bunk beds. I mean, we spare no expense.
Yeah, it's like it's like Top Gear, but not Top Gear. What am I thinking of? The movie.
Did you say Top Gear?
Yeah, what was the Tom
You
Cruise
said
movie?
Top Gear.
Yeah, what was the Tom Cruise movie? I'm blanking on the name.
That's Top Gun.
It was Top Gun. Yeah, Top Gear was a British TV show.
Exactly.
Yeah, the reason why I have you on is to discuss tag. So please elaborate us on the meaning of tag and how on earth you discovered this.
So I realized that tag means touch and go. And what a bombshell. What a bombshell that is.
Shocking.
The acronym for tag. I didn't even know tag was an acronym.
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, because it's not spelled.
Touch and go.
Yeah, it's not spelled.
Yeah.
You don't. Well, I mean, you say it on the playground, but you don't necessarily spell it with giant all caps.
Absolutely. And I found out this information doing some independent research via the internet, and it was formatted in a way that it can only be formatted, and that is the medium of memes.
The great medium.
Come on, who doesn't like memes?
No.
I mean, they're fantastic. And the kind of the format of how I discovered this information, there's a kind of a running meme where it said, I was today years old when I found out blank, fill in the blank. And one of the ones that I found out in the movie Monsters, Inc., they have the monster on the scare floor. He gets a sock on his back, and the guy behind him goes, we have a 2319. Now, how old were you when you realized 23, like the 23rd letter of the alphabet, stood for white, and the 19th letter of the alphabet is S, so white sock, 2319.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, good grief, come on.
Shocking.
And then, riveting. I mean, it sent ripples through the meme sphere, if you will. And so I was thinking, life-changing. We haven't had information like this in decades, I think. I know. Yeah. This is what everyone's talking about.
Yes, memes have opened us up to a brilliant world of knowledge we didn't know before.
And knowledge you didn't think would help you anywhere else except in the internet world and social media.
Yeah, but here you are on a podcast sharing with us that tag means touch and go. So thank you very much for enlightening the people on this. And you got married recently, correct?
Yes, I did. My beautiful wife, Madison, and I got married back in March.
And it was all over the news.
So I hear. We have family members who either leaked the information or just said, hey, you're on the 5 o'clock news tonight. Wow. And we're like, wow. Yeah. So a local TV station picked up the story, and apparently we had our 15 seconds of fame.
There you go. It was like some royal wedding type thing. Like everybody knew where you were. They had the video, the photos. That's how I came across it. I was on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a crazy, crazy time. Yeah. And that noise you heard in the background was a train passing by. Yeah. And this is not even a bit, but they're acknowledging that people knew about it.
That's
so
right.
It's
Even
celebration.
People going by your home were just like, hey, that's the guy who was on the news that time. Let's give him a shout out.
We know him. And his wife.
That dude, yeah. So were you in on the whole news thing, or were you just watching the news and wait a minute, that's me and my wife?
I wasn't in on it.
Okay.
I mean, I can confirm or deny anything till the cows come home, but that I had nothing to do with that.
It's just you're just on the news. You're just sitting there, honeymoon or after. It's like, wait a minute, is that us? What?
It was like a, out of body experience. Like, wait a minute,
right?
Like, I thought we were I thought we got married. Wait, why are we on the TV? Like, this makes no sense.
Must have been kind of surreal. Just like, wait a minute, what is this?
It's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Am I on Punked? Is
Yeah,
Ashton
right.
Kutcher going to pop
Yeah.
out of the closet and say, you just got punked?
And then people start calling you, like, I saw you in the news. Like, yeah, I didn't know either. All right, so last quick question here. We have just a few moments. Would you like a serious question? Not too serious, but, a little serious. A fun question or a food question? Your choice, sir.
You said a fun question or a food question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with food.
Okay, what is your favorite bean?
Ooh, that is a really good question. Because I love, in all of their different formats, I love refried beans, I love black beans and pinto beans, but I'm very, very partial to pinto beans. That is quite it's healthy and it's good for you, and it goes great on a fantastic Chipotle bowl, which, by the way, does Chipotle sponsor the Informal Program?
No, they don't, but we were just discussing how the kids meal. Have you tried the kids meal, the kids meal hack at Chipotle, where you just order the build your own and you get pretty much like a full meal except little chips?
I didn't know about that hack, but I did know about the hack where if you order a bowl and you get to the very end at the register, if you ask for a tortilla wrap, they will give you a tortilla wrap. So you could literally build your own burrito.
Wow, okay. We need to, I want to let the people know, but at the same time, I don't want this to get too big, and then Chipotle's like, they're on to us. So thank you for that,
But
though.
maybe after, you're welcome, but maybe after today, they will start sponsoring you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we have some decent sponsors here, but yeah, Chipotle is, I wouldn't mind getting free Chipotle. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for being on. I appreciate it, and feel free to come back anytime. Keep leaving stuff in the mailbox, and we enjoy having you on, sir.
Thank you for having me, Daniel. It was a pleasure, and looking forward to the next time.
You're listening to the Informal Program. And now, it's time to read your letters. Send them into informalprogram@gmail.com and you can be our letter of the week. You might even get a special congratulations from the smiling mailbox himself. And now, it's reading time.
Time now to wrap up another day of informalities in the informal program. Dave is just laughing.
He said top gear. Top gear instead of Top Gun. I'm sorry, it's just so funny.
Of all the movies I messed that up with.
Yeah, Penalty Robot's going to have a field day, and rightfully so with me. I apologize. Also, to Cookies by Lana, more than a decent sponsor. Yeah, we can give it for Cookies by Lana. I misspoke there. Cookies by Lana, beyond a decent sponsor. She gives me free cookies. The cookies are delicious. Check her out, lanasbakedgoods@gmail.com. LANASbakedgoods@gmail.com. I just wanted to straighten that out beforehand. Even if Chipotle were to come on board, Cookies by Lana was here first. Chipotle, y'all are like those people that started investing in esports. You're late to the party. I know the esports people are going to come out, but it's true. It's true. These people have been toiling in the mines for 10 years, and then suddenly it gets popular, and now every celebrity's like, hey, I got an esports team. It's like NASCAR in the 90s. Just get over yourselves. Anyway, Anyway, it is time to read your letters. Informalprogram@gmail.com. May I please have the music of the mailbox? Go open the mailbox here for me. This is unbelievable.
We have a letter to announce.
You guys found a way to make him even longer and more obnoxious than before. It is time to read your letters. The first one today. No more of it. No, we're not doing this. It's going to take 15 minutes to do this one. No, stop it. Okay.
We have a letter to announce.
A lot of people writing in celebrating the demise of the Los Angeles Clippers. Wait, whoa, why are we applauding this? Stop it. A lot of people celebrating that. This one, though, this has to be our winner of the week. This one comes to us from Nicholas. Nicholas will be getting something from the smiling mailbox. His here is a picture. For those of you who cannot see, it's a picture of the Larry O'Brien trophy and the Clippers logo, and it says social distancing. That's pretty funny. So congratulations, Nick, on you have won our letter of the week. Yeah, give it up. You will be receiving something in your mailbox soon from the Smiling Mailbox. If you'd like to send a letter, informalprogram@gmail.com. You can also go to our website and send one there as well. You can't send a picture, but you can send a letter at gmail.com. Well, I must say, we have been off for a while. It could have gone better, but it can always go better. I think all things considered, we made a half-decent informal program today. Wouldn't you say so?
I think it was all right.
Yeah, I think it was fine. We will learn. We will get better. We will keep you updated on the progress of Mr. Garcia and his football career. I hope he does come to USC. I hope he doesn't get swayed by the Southern air and decides to go to Georgia or something. So we wish him well. We hope that you stay well. We hope that you stay safe. And we'll see you in the future. I'm not going to say next week, but let me promise you, we will be back soon with some quality radio. Thanks for listening.
This has been the Informal Program.
Thank you for watching a video on the Informal Program site. For more content and other things, subscribe. Please, I need to feed my family.